What's good? What's good? Welcome to Beats, Rhymes, and Crimes Live. I'm Josh Jones, ESQ, the dope black lawyer. And we got a crazy show for you. We have a serious update for the Young Thug trial. It's been going on for almost over a year now, really. Give me just 1 second. And my boy Ali LaFlare.
It's good, King.
What up? What up?
Coolin'.
So you already know what it is. It's Beats, Rhymes, and Crimes Live, the #1 place to get law and hip-hop information for the culture, by the culture. You got a dope black lawyer, Josh Jones, ESQ, and you got a dope musician, entertainer. You got a SAG card, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So you all the way lit on the entertainment side.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? From the city of dreams, LA. Been out there
Come
his
on,
whole
man.
life.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your residence never changed. I mean, you might have lived somewhere else, but technically
Right.
you was just visiting.
For a couple years. Right.
Yeah. So let's do it, man. What you got going on this week? Where you at? You in Carson or you in LA?
Nah, man. I'm in LA.
Okay.
You know, keeping it.
I feel it, man. So we got a newbie to the show. We have to find somebody to replace Blueface because he can't make no news right now. But I think he's gonna figure out a way to do it, though. To be honest with you,
He's definitely gonna figure it out.
yeah, man. So we got Ice Spice. You know who that is, right?
Come on, man.
Rapper from the BX. So we're gonna start out in New York, and she's being hit with a copyright infringement lawsuit right now. Basically, there's an artist. Do you know D Chambers, straight out of Brooklyn?
Nah.
Nah. A lot of people say nah. He got 100 and some thousand people following him on IG. I saw, but I ain't never heard of him either.
Hey, man. Look, I always say just because I ain't heard of you don't mean you ain't doing your thing.
I ain't say he wasn't live. I said people don't know him like that. So anyway.
Yeah, I know. I feel you.
He's suing Ice Spice. He's got a song that came out a year before her song came out. And he's saying that she bit his song. Her lawyer's saying, nah, that ain't the case. And they're going to fight it because it's a frivolous lawsuit. All right. But I don't want to just tell you what they said. I want you to hear it for yourself. Tell me what you think. All right. We're going to
Let's run it.
We're going to play D Chambers first.
Oh, so we doing basically, we doing some ASCAP BMI.
Nah. This is fair use, baby.
We trying to see who actually stole who record.
Well, his came out a year before, so his was released in January.
So he couldn't have stole her record. So there we go. Let's see if this has any validity.
His is called "In That Mood." We're gonna play it.
Ooh.
Hey yo, Cash, man. It's not that I wasn't ready. I just had to get in the mood. Skitter. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. Look. Ready, I get in that mood. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. Look. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. Look. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. Came from the bottom, I'm telling the truth. Came from the corner, I sat on the stool. Told her I'm ready, I got in the mood. Love. Used to be broke, now I swerve in the cool. Front if you want, and I'm ready to shoot. All my hitters is ready to boom. Love. Why they be talking that extra shit? Swerving they blocking, I know what the exit is. Fly on they blocking, they look like a desert kid. Ayy. Get in the moon and I'm about to go done with it.
All right, DJ, that's enough of that one. All right. Now play for the people. We got it. Now we know what Ice Spice sound like, but give it for the people just so they have some type of relevancy and understand what we're looking for.
So based off of that, you know which Ice Spice record I'm about to play?
Yeah, for sure. Like
All
down,
right.
she on her move.
You on point, Ali?
Like damn. Stop playing with them, Ryan. Like damn, she in her mood. 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 She lit, get money too. Like damn, she in her mood. In the mirror, I'm doing my dance. Ain't he packing, I know by his pants. He a rapper, but don't got a chance. Stuck in my waist, so I'm loving my bands. Like 1 million views in a day. There's so many ways to get paid. I tried dipping, he begged me to stay. Babe, I'm not staying, I just wanna play. In the party, he just wanna rump. Big boobs in the bus, they plump. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. They like, I tell you always stay high. Oh, they mad cause I keep making bops. Oh, she mad.
All right. So, as far as copyright law goes, what we would be looking for is lyrical content, number one, and actual tone, too. I think that he has a lot of ground to stand on just based on when he released his record. If it happened a year before, even though like you can't copyright like to say in a mood, like, and she said in her mood. And so it's little things about it. Like, I think he has a decent case. It's not real strong, but you know, I mean, unless his lawyers is crazy, she's probably beating it.
It's close.
It's sad to say it's close. It's very, don't get me wrong. It could be neck and neck, but the powerhouse lawyers that she's gonna have, this ain't like the Marvin Gaye family fighting, you know what I'm saying, Pharrell and the white boy, you know what I'm saying, Robin Thicke. This is not that.
They won that case though.
The family won that case for sure because of number one, like their lawyers, like their money, like they're not playing with you. This is Marvin Gaye's family. This dude is not Marvin Gaye family, and then he's about to go against a whole conglomerate label. So the thing that stands out is that in the mood, and then it was just like some of the cadence. Some of the cadence seemed like it was relevant, but it didn't all the way match. So the words and lyrics are very close, but you can't copyright a word unless you made that term. I can't copyright on God.
Yeah, the cadence is close, but it's not like the Rod Wave.
But it's not direct.
Remember the Rod Wave?
It's not direct.
And the
yeah.
Like he used the exact same lyrics.
Not the same at all. Not the same at all.
It's not quite the same.
It's not quite the same. And her mood, and that's what she don't even say mood on the record. And then she literally, they made it to where even if they knew they was doing this, she just said mood.
Yeah.
Little things like that matter in court for this. But now, put it like this. I've seen cases that weren't as strong win lawsuits.
Yeah, we'll see, and they might get a settlement. Hey, let's avoid the long battle. We'll throw you some racks.
You know,
right now he's asking for 50% of publish.
And that's what I was gonna say. He ain't gonna ask for no money. He gonna ask for publishing because that means way more, bro. You know how long music publishing lasts, right?
Yeah, but it's not just that though. It's if you don't have a winner, and you could get some racks, that's still a W. So I mean, yeah, he wants publishing. Man. Ideally, he's definitely asking for publishing. He wants 50%.
That's not happening. That's not gonna happen. That's out.
Well, the only way it's happening is if the jury or whoever, the judge or the jury, whoever they decide, I don't know if it's a jury trial or a bench trial, decides that they think it should be in.
Well,
but yeah, they're not going to give that away though, for sure.
No, the reason he wouldn't get 50% of publishing even if he won the case, because if that's the case, the producer automatically gets 50%. That's 50% of the record locked out.
Yeah.
So that means that the other artist whose song it is, whose label has been collecting all this capital, is now about to miss out on all the rest of their money and their recording costs at 50%. Like the max that this man would ever get might be like 3%.
Yeah, nah, I agree with you. I don't know about the percent, but I agree with you. He's not going to get it without.
Yeah, he's not getting it
without a lot, right?
He would get a writer's share. He would get a writer's share of a percentage. He's not about to get a performance royalty for none of that. So it's like you're not about to get 50%.
Because they didn't use his beat. They didn't use his lyrics. They kind of use his cadence, right? And sort of his.
And I would say more lyrics than cadence. Really, but you know, that's just from my personal professional opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna follow it. We'll see. Tell us what y'all think. Do you think that Ice Spice knew that song existed when she made her song? Do you think she made it sound like that on purpose? I'm curious to know what y'all think.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, but we're gonna move on though. We're gonna talk about you know who this is, right?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, that's an impersonator right there, obviously.
Of course, it's an impersonator, but you know we know who's supposed to be.
but that's a impersonator for the late great MJ, Michael Jackson. And they've got this show going on. It's been going on for a long time in Vegas called MJ Live. It's at the Tropicana, and it's you know, now slated to go on the road. So they want to go to Florida, they want to go to New York, Cali, everywhere. And apparently in Nevada, they've got some laws that allow for this type of entertainment, like parody, tribute entertainment, to take place where you can't
Yeah.
really do much about it.
No.
But now the estate is trying to say we can't really do much about what y'all do in Vegas, but we really don't want y'all to take this on the road.
Yeah, you can't
Uh,
take this shit on the road. Sorry.
so one of the reasons is they've got a musical that's on Broadway as well, so they don't want to be
Right.
competing with that. But two, they say that it's kind of just bootleg. They don't really feel it. You know what I'm saying? So um,
Yeah, they were cool with Cirque du Soleil doing it.
yeah,
So I mean, like, it's just like when the family deems it is not, up to their
yeah, but
standard,
but
they gonna start fighting, and the Jacksons will fight.
yeah, yeah, but that was also in Vegas too. But we got some footage, man. So tell us if you think they tripping, like if you think they should allow this to take place all over the world. And I'm curious to know what y'all think.
Hell no. This is out, bro.
Why? Tell me that it's human nature. Why? Does it even way if they still want? Why? Tell them that it's human nature.
Oh
Why?
man.
Does it even
Yo,
way?
man. What is wrong with people?
Looking out, I spend the city wings asleep inside. Hear her voice, show my way. It's a losing inside.
Oh man.
Why? Tell that it's human nature. Why? Does he really know if they say why?
Hey man, I'm not gonna hold you, man. If they let that happen, they need to let me do it, dogs.
Yeah,
My M-
it's
my
quiet, P.
MJ way better than that, son.
It's
Let us.
quiet, P. Like, yeah, I'm smooth, man. Like, the family needs to fight with atrocity to make sure this shit never happens, man.
Yeah, so they're trying to get the. So
I'm,
actually,
I'm
so actually, it's not the family going after them. They're going after the family, trying to say that they can't prevent them from taking this on the road. You know what I'm saying? They say millions of people have already have already
millions of
seen
people have
this.
approved,
Yo,
and
man,
it doesn't
tell.
matter if millions of people have approved.
Hey, man, I'm gonna say this, man. If I was a Michael Jackson impersonator and that was the best I could do, I would have too much respect for the late great King to do that. And I'm gonna leave it right there, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm gonna leave it right there. We got a lot, man. So let's try to see if we can keep it moving. Barty Gang, man. They already on this Tasha K neck, man. So
Tasha K, yeah, they don't play. They be
so
serious.
Ta- so Tasha K already lost the lawsuit. Cardi sued her for saying that she had herpes and a bunch of other crazy wild claims. She's got a four. I don't know why you'll go out there and say that about somebody for clicks, man. So now there's a $4 million verdict. There's a $4 million verdict, bro, and Cardi's going out of her way to try to collect it. She's going to the
She's
court.
going out of her way, P.
She's going to the court, and she's saying that she believes that Tasha K is hiding her assets overseas. She's asking for all of her bank accounts that they know about to disclose, information, and they're alleging that Tasha K, when she filed for bankruptcy, intentionally did not include information about certain accounts, which was a federal offense, where she could get some time, as well as have to pay a hefty fine. So she's going after Tasha K. We talked about a couple weeks ago. Just
Right.
got sued by Kevin Hart as well for extortion and trying to, at the whole time when he had got caught up cheating on his wife or whatnot. So I mean, Tasha K got a hard time, man. She says she got 30K in the bank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's not a smooth 2024 for her right now.
Yeah. And Cardi says she don't want no payment plan. She asked if she could pay her like 2,000 a week or a month or something crazy for 20 years. Cardi was like, nah, bro.
Run me my
bag.
money, man.
Run me my
Run me
bag,
my
bro.
money.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's hard press out here, dude.
Hey, tell us what y'all think. Is Cardi going hard on Tasha K?
Hell yeah,
Uncalled
she
for?
keeping that. What?
What do you
She
think? You think
keeping
it's
the.
uncalled for though?
No, it's not uncalled for, bro. Just like the way she came for her, like, bro, she went viral coming for this lady.
That's the only reason
She
why we
want to
know who
break
she
her.
is. Yeah,
That's the
bro.
only
So
reason. It's like she wants to break her. Just how she tried to ruin her name and shit. Like you realize, like for a long time, I ain't gonna be like that, but for a long time, all Cardi had was her pussy. That's all we knew her for, was being a stripper and being on the scene like that. That's it. And you
she
gonna
tried to.
come for her whole get there. That was her whole past for a minute until we realized, oh no, Shorty got talent. She hard. All right,
Yeah.
well, come on. But now that I got that, oh bro, you coming? No, run me my money. Run me my
Yeah.
money. Sell your house, sell your kids, sell your cars.
Hey man,
She won't
she better
stop
do
until
that.
she's got all of it.
She was joking. She better get that OnlyFans popping for real.
She probably should. Don't seem bad.
Hey, and this one right here should have kept her dark meat on the side, cause
Yeah, dark meat on the side, mouth ass shut.
you know what I'm saying. So you already know this is Jeezy, his soon-to-be ex-wife. I don't think the divorce is final. Jeannie May, or I'm not quite sure how you say it, but Jeannie or Jenny is asking for the court to not enforce the prenup that they have in place. She says she didn't have time to review it before she signed it. It was only a few days before the wedding. She believes that Jeezy may be hiding assets. You know, Jeezy has made music insinuating that he believes she may have cheated. She's come out. She said that he thinks that he cheated. And, you know, usually in a prenup, that's going to be terms like you can't get no bread if you cheated, or you have to pay money if you cheated, depending on which spouse you are. And she wants to have an opportunity to go through the financials a little bit closer. But it sounds like it's a little too late for that.
Yeah, sorry, Chief. It's quiet. Like, you know, it typically not reading is like a black thing. I hate to say it. Like, we do that. I hate to say that, but we do that. We be the ones to like sign shit and just not read. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's just what happens. I'm sorry, but like, mommy, you Asian. What's your excuse?
But
He didn't say that. You did.
But not even that. That's funny. But not even just that though, dogs. I mean, you don't gotta read it, but your lawyer need to read it before you sign it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about whether you read it to me. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with that, because I mean, typically that's enforceable. If you sign something, it's a contract. But I've seen crazier things with these prenups. And she's not like, and she's not coming from a place of like, even if he's way wealthier than her, it's not like she was like some broke chick that couldn't afford a lawyer. Like she had
coming
money
from impoverishment. You had money. You got capital. You good.
Yeah. So,
you know, I don't know. I love that Jeezy listened to Kanye. He got prenup. He got prenup.
You know who Zeddy B is?
No.
You may have seen him. I think he's a rapper, dog. I don't even really know. But this is his baby.
This our baby. Right here. This dude was busy. Yo, son was getting busy. He got 5 on the scale. This is crazy. Yeah. Yo. And this just happened? Yo, wait, first off, the world needs to know this man's name. Zeddy B. A lot of people hero right now.
So I realized, Zeddy will not be. Zeddy B is one of my Zeddy B, one of my homies. My bad.
Okay, yeah. I don't know that nigga, but all right.
Hey,
Zeddy will.
But Zeddy will +5, but really +10 at least.
Damn, depends. At least.
So yeah, he said that Nick Cannon was his role model. This is what Nick Cannon said when they caught up with him.
Rapper Zeddy Will says you inspired him. He just had a joint baby shower with 5 baby mamas. Does it feel good to be inspiring, people to have babies and love?
I'm here to inspire the world.
I mean, he also said you redefined modern ideas about relationships. Do you have any advice for him as he embarks on this journey with his 5 baby mamas?
Oh man, get some sleep, rest up.
Get some sleep, rest
Get into
up?
therapy, ASAP.
Therapy? Why therapy?
We all need therapy.
Of course, it's important, especially when you have a lot of kids, right?
Okay. Bro.
Hey, shout out to TMZ for getting that. Hey,
So, hey, yo,
shout out to
Shorty
Nick.
waited.
Shout out to Nick Cannon for promoting therapy for black men, especially.
Let's
So I salute that.
go. Let's normalize it.
You
For
know what I'm
real,
saying?
therapy is beautiful, man.
Yeah, but
It's
we show
great.
that because I
Oh man.
don't wish anything bad on Zeddy Will, but my spidey sense is telling me that in like in like a year we're gonna be back here talking about Zeddy Will child support.
Big Z, I don't know, Chief.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, see, the thing is this: don't let Nick Cannon just inspire you for the kids, bro. Go for the bag. Let Nick teach you. Like, I mean, let's go.
But that's the thing. So I'm not gonna assume he don't have bread because there's a lot of these kids out here that's content creators and all
they
types of
stuff
that's making money that we ain't never heard of. So
we're
maybe
not attribute to. That's real.
Maybe he's popping out here already. I don't even know. And I think you gotta kind of already be popping to get 5 chicks pregnant at one time.
You better be. It's crazy out here because that's wild.
Because if he got 5 pregnant, how many did he not get pregnant? You know what I'm saying? Like he got to be putting up some numbers.
5 pregnant at the same time.
He got to be putting up numbers, man.
He must be doing something, Chief. Big Z, I see you, dog. I can't even look. Big Z.
Hey, he obviously not putting on rubbers. We know that.
Definitely on the ODB plan. Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
Man,
he going ballistic.
Zeddy Will plus
Z Dub plus 5.
Just don't be like NBA Youngboy who came out and said that he's not really feeling fatherhood after having 10, 12 kids. Like, bro, it's too late for that.
You stupid ass.
You played yourself. Don't do that.
I'm not feeling fatherhood now.
Yeah.
Nigga. All right.
Yeah. So.
This is our baby daddy. Yeah, I'm so proud of him.
Yo, this is a story we're going to follow. We're going to see what happened.
That was crazy.
We could go back. It's hard to say. It looked like, you know.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, we'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out. This out in Ventura County. You know where that's at? I don't exactly know where that's at.
I know where it's at.
You know the story?
And I don't know the story.
So these dudes right here
Ventura County's the valley out here, man.
All right. So these dudes work at a produce facility called Mission Produce. And they stole avocados and got picked up for it. But look, tell me if you think that these guys should be prosecuted for selling avocados. I'm curious to know what y'all think in the chat. I mean, it's avocados, right? And tell me if it changes your opinion if I tell you that it was estimated to be more than $300,000 worth of avocados.
That's what I was going to say, because the thing is, avocados is first of LA, man, you know, just the California period. We love avocados. All right. But all of our avocados and all that good guacamole that you get tends to come from Mexico. So not only is it imported in a mass scale, and y'all trying to get off with the import, that's why they're going to run these people into the ground just for the import. And one of them is Mexican too. Like, nigga, you really knew. Like the black man, maybe not so much. The white man, you did all the math, and the Mexican in the middle, bro, you was about to get it off.
I can't assume that, man. The white dude got a neck tat.
Yeah, he's still doing the math.
But look, that's what I liked about this story, because I see the diversity.
It's a unity-ass story. Yeah, bro.
I see the diversity,
everybody got a part
equity,
to play.
Inclusion. So DEI, they really, you know, doing that at this produce facility. So
yeah, they all got on hoodies. You know what I'm saying? It looked like this is an Ocean's 11 type.
But the crazy part is that the police think that they sold these avocados to people who thought they were paying the actual company. Like,
I could see that.
Well, they couldn't have been selling these one at a time. Then it wasn't like
they were selling about a boatload, bro. That's what I'm saying. You're not selling one avocado, bro. I'm selling boxes, and each box of avocados probably costs $35 to $40. They selling boxes by the boatload.
Hey, we gonna stay in LA, so
the heist was green.
So I guess the other one was not LA. That was what you say. It was the Valley.
I mean, it's all LA, man. You flying it? Yeah, you know,
it's close to LA. LA area,
LAX, right? Man. Yeah, it's a suburb.
So this dude right here, DeMarcus Robinson, plays for the LA Rams. He's suing LA County for being robbed at a hotel where he alleges they didn't have any security. He was robbed of $150,000 worth of jewelry.
Man.
So he was able to play the whole season. He was able to, you know what I'm saying, have some good games, made it to the playoffs, all that stuff. But has suffered some emotional distress and financial loss as well. So, you know, he's suing, doing what you're supposed to do.
Well, the young man, get insurance. That's number one. I don't know if they told you that, but when you buy jewelry and it's worth that much money, get some insurance, King. Just putting that out there. For anybody that watches our show, you know, that has expensive jewelry or anything like that, you know, get some insurance.
Yeah,
I have a
anybody
Rolex watch, man. I got insurance. Ain't nobody about to stick me up and I'm gonna dial for no item. Bro, get insurance. Take this shit. I've had insurance. Get me. Ain't no one. Bye.
Well, it sounded like he got butt naked when he got robbed. Like it
Man,
it don't sound like he tried to fight it.
Just have insurance, King, is all I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna lose that. I don't know what hotel he's on. It's not gonna work. It's quiet.
Nah, I don't know, man.
We'll see.
Based on law, if they didn't provide security, he has
Do
a
they
decent shot of winning.
have to provide security for your room?
It wasn't for his room. He was coming in through the parking garage.
Oh,
Yeah. But even then, yeah, like they got it.
I don't know. I ain't never really seen security in parking garages like that.
Yeah, we'll see. It depends. On,
We will.
It depends on.
It depends on what hotel he was at and everything too. Do we
It
know
depends
that?
on facts. Now we don't know that from so far, but it depends on the facts. So like,
Apparently the W don't have nobody security in the parking lot.
man, if you're security,
ASAP was there getting off in the parking lot. The highest hotels don't have security like that in the parking lot.
You know who that
Pull
is?
up to valet, Chief.
We back to New York rappers. You know this one?
Man, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know who that dude is. He looks like a famous one though. I don't know.
Yeah.
So what's up with the estate, man? What happened?
So they sued the photographer who took these pictures because the photographer was selling the pictures without their permission, and they reached a settlement.
Did they book him for that shoot, or was he just taking pictures? Because I was like, the Cam lawsuit got crazy when Cameron lost his lawsuit for the infamous, pink fur coat, and he was using it and getting him. Like Cam lost his suit, but this is
So the result of the settlement is that the photographer can still sell the images, but they cannot license them for other goods. They were doing that before for like NFTs and mugs,
anything,
posters.
Shirts, posters, a lot.
Yeah. So quote. This is a quote from the spokesperson from Biggie's estate. Pictures of Christopher cannot be commercially exploited without a license from our client. The settlement agreement is a testament to the dedication of our client as well as our team members in staying the course over several years. So,
Yeah, Biggie Mom's is such a nice lady, man. She's so lenient. Bonetta Wallace is just a very, very nice person, man. I mean, like, she didn't come for no chili from him. Like, she just want to make sure, just don't do this without me having to say so. And, getting my just due on the back end.
For sure. Shout out to Miss Wallace. But the weird part, though, is that one of the things that they were putting this photo on was shower curtains.
I can see it.
You want a Biggie World Trade Center shower curtain?
It's kind of player. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying it's not for me, though, but I'm just saying it's kind of player.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's kind of player. I don't know.
Okay. I know when I jump out the shower. That's not big. Exactly.
No, I'm not.
There we go.
I'm just saying, first off, I want an all glass shower. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no curtains, man. I'm grown. First off, but it's fly. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I mean, it's a cool picture.
It's a great idea.
Yeah. So
it's like I want to feel like that when I get out the shower.
Yeah, man. So we done got to the serious part of the show, man. This young brother right here, 21 years old, suing Phoenix police after getting shot in the back. So the lawsuit was just filed January 12th. And he and his attorneys intend to seek $50 million for being shot in the back. Somebody had called the cops and identified a suspect who looked like him. The police arrived, him and a homie ran, and he ended up getting shot. Police say that he um, had a firearm that he brandished. However, he says it's not the case. We do have some body cam footage, so I do want to warn you, if you're squeamish, this is the trigger warning. I'm gonna try not to show anything that's too crazy, but I do.
It's unfortunate that we have to show this level of violence that the police commit against the citizens that they're supposed to protect.
100%. So give me just a second. Clear out the studio.
No.
Hello, my name is Brian Bauer, a sergeant with the Phoenix Police Department's Public Affairs Bureau.
So basically, we're going to skip ahead, but Brian Bauer is tasked with, when they have these types of situations, telling the public why they believe the police were justified. And I'm assuming that if they ever felt like they were not justified, he would explain that too. But we're going to skip ahead. So again, the video may contain strong language and graphic images which could be disturbing. Dispatcher, let's see. So here's the call.
Subject with a gun. Yeah, black male's waving a gun. Black male, 17 years old, thin-built, white shirt, gray pants, and a black handgun.
All right, so now let's skip ahead.
The caller believed the man was 17. It was later learned he is 21 years old. Body-worn cameras are used by all officers assigned to patrol and several specialty units. Per policy, they are worn at mid-torso level and capture the view of line of sight from that perspective. It's important to note that the camera lens is fixed and does not capture everything seen or experienced by officers. When activated, both audio and video turn on. The body-worn camera has a buffer video without audio for 60 seconds prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidences that happen suddenly where the officer doesn't immediately activate the camera. As the officers were driving to the call, additional information was learned that 2 men were in the area, the man previously described as waving the gun and a second man. When the first 2 officers got to the area, they saw the 2 men sitting on a short landscaping wall. As the marked patrol Tahoe stops in the road, one of the men begins removing a handgun from his waistband as he runs in the direction of the passenger officer, who has just gotten out of the Tahoe. It was at this time the officer-involved shooting takes place. Here is the body-worn camera showing this interaction.
Yo.
So that's where the shooting occurred. Real quick, from what I saw,
hopped out with the hammer, man. He hopped out with the gun and then fired immediately.
937, yeah, 998. 998.
He shot him in the back. Crazy, bro.
Hands behind your back.
It is behind me. Bro, that's crazy. You shot him.
Drop the gun, dude. Let go. Let go.
He's saying he ran. He didn't.
Yeah. I didn't drop
Here is a
anything.
freeze frame from the body-worn camera video showing the man holding the handgun as he is running in the direction of the officer. Following the shooting, officers rendered aid to the man before Phoenix fire personnel took him to the hospital where he was treated for serious injuries. The handgun the man was holding was recovered by patrol officers and placed in a patrol Tahoe for safekeeping. Here is a picture of that handgun. The second man involved in the situation.
So the other guy, he stopped running. He also they say had a gun as well, and he was arrested as well.
And both were shot, right?
No, just the one.
Okay.
The one guy you saw in the video got shot. So, I mean, definitely a tough case for, anytime you're suing the police, but especially if you had a gun, that's gonna be a hard one. But he did get shot in the back. So, I mean, that's the fact that makes it kind of even questionable, right? Like he got shot in the back. So
yeah, it's tough to see just young black men just treated like that. I mean, granted, I don't know if our audience knows a lot about Arizona and their gun laws. Arizona gun law is crazy. Like, you can get a gun anywhere, bro. You don't have to be a citizen of that state. You can get guns for nothing, man. Virtually $50 can get you a pistol, a full clip, and some bullets. And it's kind of like Texas, where everybody has a gun. Therefore, you know, for the most part, it's kind of courteous. Nobody's really popping off with you because everybody knows you're not the only one with a gun here. So it's dicey. And then we have a 17-year-old male. How did you know the age? How did you know this person's age by looking at them? And then for them to even hop out on what they think is an adolescent individual. The thing is, if they said 17 on the call, they didn't know he was not 17 until they took some ID. Is that correct?
Yeah, so the call was from somebody just estimating his age, though.
Estimated. But point is, the police are hopping out with the intent thought of this is a 17-year-old child, and you jump out with the gun and shoot him in the back. First, he couldn't get all the way out the door before he damn near fired the shot.
Yeah.
The gun was in the right hand, he hutched out and then fired off. That was crazy.
I'll say this: if he had ran the other way, it would be a way more clear case that they just shot him in the back for nothing, because he did run away in the direction that the police were getting out of the car in. So I mean, he ran towards the cops, and from that video, it's not clear. You can't clearly see a gun. I read something that said that he had a cell phone in his hand and he never actually pulled out a gun. So from that video, it's hard to see because we can't see what they censored out. But
and he just happened to have a firearm that looked like a police issued weapon, a Glock, and then they probably, I don't know, man. I've seen so much police corruption that it's like it's not beyond me to think that they would just put an extended clip in a gun because that's what it's known for now, like, and just say, oh, this is the item.
Yeah. So
like, I don't know.
Look, man, we will continue to see what's going on with that. We'll follow it, but very sad. And this was back out in LA right here.
Looks like it.
You know the dude that got beat by the cops in the Eric Dickerson jersey?
I can't see nothing, bro.
I got a video.
Nah.
I got a video. So this was a story out there. Give me just a second. I'm gonna pull this up.
LAPD whoops so many people ass per day. Like, it's hard to keep up.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch this video right here.
Around.
Oh, that's an essay.
Turn around for what? Ain't nobody acting defiant. Ain't nobody getting crazy but you.
In this video from a body-worn camera,
oh, no, that's a black
LAPD officer Frank Hernandez is approaching the suspect, identified as Richard Castillo, described as homeless, who allegedly was camping on private property. As Hernandez tries to grab the suspect, his body cam falls to the ground. This is what a second officer's body cam picked up.
We would like to enter a plea of not guilty.
Not guilty to the felony charge of assault under the color of authority, which, if convicted, would put Hernandez behind bars in state prison for up to 3 years.
You're not cooperating. You're going to get hit again.
This happened on April 27th. On Tuesday, less than 2 months after the incident, DA Jackie Lacey filed charges against the police officer, had him arrested at his home and in court this morning.
Turn around for what?
Yeah, man. So that's
typical
what's
LAPD.
happening.
Doesn't shock me at all. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was like, Your Honor, the man's face kept lunging into my fist, and he just kept lunging his face into my fist multiple times. Like, bro, that's LAPD for you, though, bro. Doesn't shock me.
That's crazy, though, still to see it.
Yeah, it's ballistic, man.
Yeah, we out here. We're going to patrol the police, man. We're going to make sure that we cover these stories. And,
for sure.
Bring attention to them because, sometimes the police are doing their job and sometimes they doing too much. So either way we want to cover it.
Yeah, man. It's still the biggest gang in the world.
Yeah, bro. So now we're going to move on. Still another police story, but it's a Karen, man. It's been a while since we had a Karen. You know what I'm saying?
Because they starting to realize, like, something might happen to you.
It's been a while, man. It's been a long time.
We ain't had a Ken on here either.
Not since the one that died. That died on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. So we got.
Stop. I need to call my dad, and then I need to call my lawyer because this is literally ridiculous. Nakatu, you grab your 28. Can I have your registration and insurance, please?
It's a routine traffic stop, people. She was speeding.
Registration is in the house. My dad drives this car. Okay, then have a seat back in the car so I can handle all of this. Hey, so this officer just... Have a seat in the car, please. I'm not... Can you just look at our... I will, just please. Okay. I'm just trying to... I've asked you to do that 3 times now because this is a traffic stop. I'm at my house.
How'd she get backed in at a traffic stop?
That's what I was wondering. Like, she's at her house. This is crazy.
I told you to sit in the car.
I'm assuming that she drove home.
She did, and backed into her house.
Supervisor, right now. Sit in the car. I'm not saying another word from you. Put your hands behind your back. He's detaining me right Put your hands behind your back.
My dad's literally... Do you really want to do this?
The podcast is breaking now. I'm gonna literally sue this idiot bitch. Call our lawyer right now. Right now, my dad. Ow, you're really hurting my fucking arm. Oh, she threw her body cam. She threw her body cam on the ground. Why did you throw your body cam?
Yeah, she pushed it off her body.
Did she? The officer or the girl?
The officer said the girl pushed the body cam off of her.
Nah, she didn't push nothing off of that woman. I saw it hit the ground before.
Not with her hands, because they was behind her back anyway.
Yeah.
So now it look like she want to pick it up.
Oh my God, I've never experienced this in my life. I've been pulled in my house this entire time.
She is funny.
Yo, you pulled your body camera off. Guess what? You should turn it on because you literally pulled your body camera off on top of my... Man,
You should turn it on.
It knocked it off. And don't worry, my car camera recorded everything. I requested a supervisor a minute ago. Over 10 minutes ago. Tell me your supervisor's name. Sergeant Tacey. What is your name and your badge number? Deputy Mitchell will be on your citation and your arrest report.
Sergeant Tasty?
I'm in nursing school. Like, seriously. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm a good Christian. Do you have a medical marijuana card? I was in the process.
Hey, she pulled a Christian card, bro.
This got to be Florida, bro.
Nah, not.
Where's she at, bro?
I'm not really sure, but we ain't claiming that.
We're here? The van's gonna come pick you up.
We're here?
We're here? Is this the place where...
We're here? Oh my God.
Are there gonna be like other like criminals in there? Potentially.
This is the best. Yo, this is the best. I'm sorry, P. Yo, I'm not saying that girl deserved that because she didn't necessarily deserve that. But this is the calmest Karen I've ever seen, number one. Number two, she kind of went through protocol. Number three, for her to get arrested in her own driveway, Chief, you had to do a lot. Number four, are there going to be criminals there?
No. She said it. She said it right. She said it right. You said it wrong. Are there going to be other criminals there?
Criminals there?
Other criminals. She's a criminal.
Oh, are there going to be other criminals there?
Based on what I saw.
Wait, potentially.
Yeah.
That was classic.
Based on what I saw, she resisted arrest. And at your own crib or not, you gotta go get booked.
You gotta go. Hey, look, bro, she should have just sat in the car, P.
I don't know why she didn't.
I do
know why, but she's a Karen, so
that was classic.
So yeah, man. So So we here, man.
Okay.
Hip hop on trial, my dog.
Let's go, man.
We're gonna start off with YFN Lucci, who accepted a plea deal. So you know about Lucci, right? His blood gang was allegedly beefing. Well, his alleged blood gang was beefing with Thug's alleged blood gang, and supposedly shots had been shot at each other. And he was facing 10 charges, one of which was a murder. He was able to negotiate through his counsel to have 9 of the charges dismissed, and he pled guilty to 1 count of violating Georgia Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. So he was sentenced to 10 years in jail, and he gets credit for time served. He's already done 3 years. And
3 years in county, right?
Huh?
3 years in county?
He already been in county 3 years. So yeah.
So it's double time, right? Those that count as like 6?
Maybe. I'm not sure how that's going to play out. So he's going to get time for that. Plus, he's going to have 10 years probation afterwards. So he's going to get an opportunity to move on with his, get back to his family or whatever. So if it does count for 6, then, he's probably going to do a couple more years and probably be piece up out of there.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens with that. So same district attorney, Fannie Willis, who is prosecuting Donald Trump, and Thug is also the prosecutor for this case as well. Sounds like a good plea deal to me.
You know what? Don't really sound too bad for him, just depending on the circumstances that he was facing.
He was facing a murder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Depending upon the circumstances that he was facing, it was crazy. But I heard something wild, man, about like the DA that's prosecuting and Thug's lawyer being in some type of relationship romantically.
No. You did not hear correctly. So just to clear it up, and we could talk about it for a quick second because I don't have all the information. I don't want to misspeak, but
I don't.
But she hired a special prosecutor who's not a part of her office to handle part of the Donald Trump investigation with all 20 of those defendants or whatever it is. And somebody filed a motion in that case alleging that she has some type of relationship, like a sexual romantic relationship with the special prosecutor who she appointed to that case. And they didn't really have any evidence or anything from what I read for why they stated that, but it just helps to throw that out there to muddy the water a little bit if they assuming that they don't have evidence, right? So it just kind of throws it out there for public opinion to kind of hear that. But then if they actually ever do come with evidence,
it left a stain.
Yeah, but if they ever do come with actual evidence, it could definitely have an effect as well. But it is interesting because the dude who she appointed is not a criminal defense lawyer, and I think he may have been like a public defender or something like that a really long time ago for low-level cases. So I'm not sure why she would have appointed him. So, you know, we got.
Oh no, I just saw it, but yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah,
Melly.
Interested. Yeah, we could go to Melly.
I want to
next.
talk about Melly moms.
Yeah. So Melly mom, OnlyFans is still popping for all of y'all that want to go in there, jump on. But they were back in court last week for motion hearing, and the biggest of the motions right now is that the defense wants to exclude part of a documentary from evidence, claiming that it's hearsay. They don't know who actually wrote the words on the screen, and some of the information is not even accurate. So so I was just explaining that there's a documentary that the defense wants to keep out of evidence for the retrial for YNW Melly. If you don't know, YNW Melly was charged with killing 2 of his associates, and there was a documentary that came out a couple of days after their murder, and the defense wants to keep it out because some of the information is not correct. They don't know who said what, but if you read what it says, it kind of insinuates that YNW Melly was present when the shooting took place, and their position is that he was not. So we actually have a little bit of that documentary footage. I think it's this one.
So what you got tattooed on your face? Tell me about it a little bit. You know, I got Sat Chase right here. That's my brother. That's my twin.
Okay.
And I got Juvie.
Juvie?
Yeah, that's my brother.
Just a lot of your friends who passed?
Yeah. Nah, them my niggas right there.
Oh, okay.
My brothers right there.
My bad. I wouldn't get none of my friends tattooed on my face until they died.
Yeah,
I'm not a good friend like you are, apparently.
This shit for life.
Switching gears now to an arrest in the murders of 2 men in Miramar. A South Florida rapper is now facing charges.
2 men are in jail this morning, including an up-and-coming Florida rapper charged with shooting and killing Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas Jr. They're also accused of, as you said, staging this crime scene to appear as though it was a drive-by shooting.
Ironically, one of his biggest hits on YouTube is titled Murder on My Mind.
Mr. Demons, you're facing 2 counts of premeditated murder.
The rapper defending himself on social media, saying in part, quote, "Unfortunately, a lot of rumors and lies are being said, but God is with me."
So
he was there, P.
So yeah, so that's the thing. So here's the footage right here, where you can. Here's what they're trying to keep out.
The defense calls the graphic hearsay, arguing that the court doesn't know who wrote it and that part of the information is wrong.
So if you see that, it says 4
Because
days.
it says the shooting happened in Miami when it actually happened in Broward County.
It is here. Yeah, so it says 4 days after. Where is it?
For the truth of the matter. It actually happened in Broward.
So yeah, it says 4 days after the completion of this film, YNW Melly and his friends were the targets of a drive-by shooting in Miami, Florida. So it didn't happen in Miami, and Melly does not admit to being present when this happened. So that's the big thing they're trying to keep out. It's already crazy that they're using the art as evidence to begin with, but as we talked about over and over, if you're an up-and-coming rapper out here, don't rap about your crimes, don't rap about your lifestyle, even if it's for entertainment purposes. Don't rap about your homies' crimes. You know, keep it collegiate, I guess, but don't be out here talking about gang life, because if anything ever happens, they're gonna try to say that it was real. So we got that with Melly, and then for Thug, bruh. I'm assuming that this judge has like another job where he like is a manager at Kroger or something, because they had 2 days of testimony this week and they shut it down again till Monday.
Yeah, I mean they in Atlanta, bro.
So
anything's plausible in the A.
You're right. He might be at brunch.
Anything is plausible in the A.
Yeah, but they were talking. So basically, what happened was, the same witness that's been testifying for like the last 3 or 4 weeks, Trontavious Stephens, also known
That's
as
the name, boy.
Also known as Tick and Slug, one of the admitted founders of the YSL gang, who took a plea deal, was testifying, and while he was testifying, the prosecution and defense got into a discussion about whether or not they could show the jury a video of his plea deal. And I don't know if that's the reason why they shut down for a whole week, but the judge decided they weren't going to have any more testimony for the rest of this week on Wednesday. So
that's crazy to decide that on Wednesday too.
Yeah, before they shut it down, here was some of Tick's testimony.
Mr. Stephens, do you recognize a person who's going around the circle of Mr. Williams, number 15A?
Yes.
And who is that person?
LeBron James.
And did you hear him say, or did you see him rather, do something with his hand that's similar to what is depicted in Mr. Williams 15?
Yes.
And what did he do with his hand?
Wiped it across the nose.
And is that similar to what's in the indictment, the allegation that Mr. Williams?
Objection, Your Honor.
I sustain that objection.
Is it identical?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustain that objection.
Is show that I showed you last week. If you need to see it again, I'll show it to you. And the exhibits and evidence of Mr. Williams wiping his nose. Was that an overt act in count 1?
Yes.
Same thing that Mr. James did.
I sustain the objection.
Did you hear what Mr. James said as he wiped his nose and he was going around?
Yes.
What did he tell the jurors what he said?
Smile.
And is that similar to what you have been speaking about, the word slime?
Yes.
Objection is too similar to what Mr.
I sustain the objection. That's the form. You can rephrase.
Have you been asked about by the prosecution, has the indictment charged the word slime?
Objection, Your Honor, as to compound question.
I sustain the objection. That's the form. You can rephrase.
So you're hearing a lot of objections here. This prosecutor is heavy on the objections before you even get the questions out sometimes, but there are certain ways that you have to ask the questions so that they are, technically appropriate.
Right.
So she's objecting, saying that the questions are compound, meaning he's asking multiple questions. Objecting to other types of things that have to do with the form. And then I think there was even like a hearsay objection saying he can't testify basically about somebody else's state of mind or what somebody else knew. He has to testify about what he knows. So here we go.
Have you been asked by the prosecution about the use of the word slime?
Yes.
Same word that LeBron James used?
Yes.
Is there something sinister to you with the use of the word slime?
No.
You already explained to the jurors that this comes from, according to you, your background, your observation comes from a song by Mr. Carter or Lil Wayne. Is that what you said last week?
Yeah. Sir, could you speak up, please, or speak into the microphone? Yes.
Okay. And the wiping of the nose, is that anything sinister that signifies some sort of gang on Cleveland Avenue?
No, we only did that for, like, we was smoking weed, and that's to say your weed loud. We put our finger on our nose.
And do you know whether besides Mr. James, other actors do that? Have you seen other people do
Your
that?
Honor, I object as to the form of the question.
I sustain the question.
Have you seen other basketball players do that same movement?
Yes.
Have you seen professional football players do that?
Yes.
Have you seen coaches in football, college football do that?
I don't know about no coach.
Okay. Have you seen college players do that?
Mr. Stephens, please speak in the microphone. Pull yourself up as close as you can to the mic. Speak in. I wasn't even answering it. Huh? I wasn't answering the question yet. I know, but we're having a hard time. That's much better. See, everybody can hear you. I got you. Okay, all right.
Have you seen college football players do that same motion?
I don't recall.
Okay. How about Major League Baseball players?
I don't recall.
Is that something unique, the wiping the nose, saying slime, to some gang member on Cleveland Avenue?
No.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you to approach and show you Mr. Williams'
So we had a comment. I was developmentally delayed, which it might be. You know what I'm saying? We come from the era of the crack babies and all types of stuff. So who knows what he might have had that was never diagnosed or detected. You know what I'm saying? But
the Atlanta public school system's not the best.
Well, that too, and I believe he testified that he dropped out too. So I mean, but he seems like he's somewhat intelligent.
Yeah,
I mean,
he ain't all the way gone.
Yeah, he's maneuvering through these questions for sure.
He's slicing through
because he does not want to be there, right?
And he don't.
He's there as a condition of his plea. He has to testify. So, as a condition of the plea, he has to participate with the prosecution's case. So he's answering the questions as advantageously to the defense as he can without violating his plea deal. So the point of this is they're trying to destigmatize the fact that going like this has anything to do with a gang by showing that
LeBron James does it. College
LeBron
players
James,
do it.
yeah, they talked
NFL
about
players do it.
they
Right.
talked about Lil Wayne talking about slime. They talked about
Right.
Venus, not Venus, Serena Williams was crip walking. They had that in court. They talked about a lot of different stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to show that just because you do these things, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you being a gang member. I'm curious to know in the comments when y'all are watching this, do y'all buy that? Do you think that YSL was a gang, or do you think it was an entertainment company and they just happened to do that same sign for when their weed was loud, meaning that it was very strong and potent for those of you who
Shorty,
don't know what loud.
my man came up with that off the fly. I was so proud of him for that. Like, I mean, we just said that without weed loud. That's crazy. Like that was fire. Like, good job.
Yeah. So we had that to take place, and then one of the other things too is that the prosecution is moving to have the cameras removed from the courtroom because of what we saw happen last week. So we're going to show that again.
Hi, Mr. Stephens, you can take it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take our comfort break at this point in time. We'll be back in 10 minutes. We're in recess.
Free fuck, mistrial. Free fuck, mistrial. Free fuck, mistrial. Free fuck, mistrial.
So if you couldn't understand what he said, free thug, mistrial. Free thug, mistrial. So again, to explain it, there's a Zoom feed out there so people can watch the trial on Zoom. It's not only a live, you know what I'm saying, you have to be there in person situation since COVID in a lot of instances. And courtrooms are public, so anybody could go in any courtroom anyway,
Right.
on any day. So now they want to remove the cameras though. So the cameras never helped the prosecution, I would think. And
No.
now they're looking to get them taken out. So it's just them posturing back and forth. But the biggest update with the case is that it's going to take forever because they're still not even in court right now. They had court 40% of this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. Out of this whole week, you stop on Wednesday and you probably didn't even get through nothing. You probably left early on Monday.
But considering last week they had court 0 days, that's an improvement.
Right.
So, I mean,
I
it's
guess
gonna take
so.
forever. They're never gonna get out of court for this case, man. So we got that, and then it's not up here, but real quick, we got Keefe D hired a new lawyer. So Keefe D hired a private lawyer. I don't know if he used his own money. I don't know if Brother Love.
Nah, Brother Love stayed away from that.
Paid for it, but he's got a LA criminal defense lawyer named Carl Arnold that's representing him now. So he's shaking free the public defender. He's still got a $750,000 bail that he hasn't posted. So
wait a minute. He's locked up in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to just refresh the audience for that because just keeping in mind, it struck me as funny that LAPD honestly kept their word. They didn't charge him for no charges in the city of LA.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing.
So this comment right here definitely applies for brother Keefe D.
Definitely.
You know
that man is not all together. He's slow as shit.
Yeah, there's something going on up there that's not connecting.
Dementia.
Maybe. I hope. But a lot of people I saw in the comments from last week, I saw people saying that they want Keefe D to be held accountable for that crime. You got to remember too, like Pac is the biggest, like Pac is our Elvis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So people don't not take it too kindly to that. Like we could talk about Pac, who's been dead for almost 30 years, and get more comments and more views
than anything.
Than if we talk about something that happened last night.
God.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I heard him and Afeni going on tour with Asada in Cuba. He's still alive.
I got another crazy story, so I don't have no graphics or nothing for you, but it just popped up today. But and it's not really necessarily law and hip hop, but I mean, to me, WWF from the '90s was the culture.
That was.
So we're gonna talk about it a little bit. First of all, I do got to show this graphic. I do have a graphic. I take that back. I wasn't gonna show it, but my man looks whack, man. And when I say my man, I don't actually mean my man, because if this is true, he's a scumbag. But this is Vince McMahon right here with this.
With
this mustache.
He look like Hitler.
Yeah, man, he got this weird mustache. So he slapped with a trafficking lawsuit from a WWE employee. And I'll just read through it a little bit. But Vince McMahon made headlines in 2022 for secretly paying $3 million in hush money. That was how he ended up coming down from being the chairman of the WWE. So, according to the Wall Street Journal, a woman who received a payout from Vince McMahon has filed a lawsuit accusing McMahon, the company, and former executive of sex trafficking. Janelle Grant, a former employee at WWE's headquarters, alleges abuse and sexual exploitation by McMahon during his tenure as chief executive officer. The woman claims McMahon lured her with promise of career advancement and subsequently exploited and trafficked her to other men within the company. Grant, who signed an NDA in 2022, seeks to avoid the agreement and specified financial damages after McMahon allegedly stopped payments under the deal. McMahon and WWE representatives have not immediately responded to requests for comment. So she says that
You
June
stop
15
paying the money, baby. I'm suing you.
Yeah, but June 15, 2021, McMahon and another executive sexually assaulted her in headquarters, and on June 23, 2021, McMahon forced himself on her in his private locker room. The suit includes explicit text messages allegedly sent by McMahon, including one from May 2020 stating, I'm the only one who owns you and controls who I want to F you. So
Wow.
in her lawsuit, Janelle Grant alleged that Vince shared explicit content of her without consent with other WWE employees, unnamed executives, and stars, directing her to engage in sexual activities with them. In March 2020, the suit alleges that McMahon began sharing sexually explicit photos and videos of Janelle Grant with other men, including executives, former UFC, and a former UFC heavyweight champion. In a May 2020 encounter, McMahon, and I don't want to say that I'm definitely not saying that it was him, but Brock Lesnar is a former UFC heavyweight champion. So I'm just going to say that. But
He definitely is.
In a May 2020 encounter, McMahon is accused of defecating on her head during a threesome. The suit referenced a July. I wanted to keep going, bro.
On her head? Yo.
3 million is not enough if that's true, bro. But
Yo.
Listen.
That wowed me out, P. I wasn't ready. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So yeah, man. So disgusting. The suit referenced a July 2020 text in which McMahon mentioned that others at WWE wanted to have sex with her after seeing photos on his phone. Grant claimed that the company diverted attention from McMahon's abuse by focusing on the accounting for the payouts. Additionally, she's asserted that other individuals at WWE were aware of his misconduct but collaborated to conceal it. So there was a quote, she may scream and try to say no, although it would be difficult to say anything with a C down her throat. So these are the text messages. I mean, it's some wild allegations. All this came out today, man. So it's kind of weird, man. I remember Vince McMahon.
Yo, Vince was the dude, but like this is some nefarious Weinstein shit, man. This is some brother love Weinstein.
Yeah, and he rolls with those guys. Like I don't know about Weinstein, but Trump is his man, and Trump has been accused of similar things. His wife was in the Trump administration, I think, over the SBA or something. So like they roll in those types of circles where we've been hearing about this stuff.
Yeah, this is some Epstein shit.
Yes, I mean it's crazy.
This is some real Jeffrey Epstein type shit, and it's along that lines of capital and money. Like, bro, for real, like people really don't understand how big Vince McMahon really was and is. How he elevated this world of wrestling and made it a sport and an art form, like just globally. Wrestling used to be like a poor man's sport, man. It was something that only really took place, you know what I'm saying, in like middle America. They didn't care too much about it. And then when he got his hands on it, man, he reshaped this whole thing. So
yeah, he globalized it for sure. So there was a lot of like regional wrestling territory. So his family had the Northeast territory, which included New York. So like people cared about wrestling outside of like the backwoods, but
for sure.
It was more like you only knew about the wrestlers that wrestled in your territory, and he bought a lot of the territories, brought them together, and brought the best wrestlers of all. So he definitely was ahead of his time in that way. But man,
bro, Super Slam is the only event in the United States that's comparable to the Super Bowl. Yeah, and honestly, it might be bigger at certain times of the year, just depending on who plays in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I've been to WrestleMania.
WrestleMania is one of the biggest events in our country. Period.
I've been to WrestleMania, and they have a similar thing to the Super Bowl, where like for like a week before they have a whole media thing. It's huge. So
it is. People travel all around the country for that.
They forced him to resign, but man, none of this came out to this extent. So
that's crazy.
It's a lot, man. So
just like dropping a deuce on somebody's head.
Yeah,
that's wicked.
Wild times, man. I can't imagine what she must not have
that's
any
nefarious.
family. She must not have any family. Because I can't imagine what I would do if that happened to somebody in my family, dogs.
Couldn't imagine.
Oh man, so
that's crazy. That's wild.
So we talked about Keefe. Talked about Melly. Now we finally made it to What the Florida, man. And luckily, it's actually not a Florida story, but it does have Florida elements to it. So shout out to Detroit. What up, though? A Detroit man was arrested in Florida after he allegedly asked Spirit Airlines flight attendants to join the Mile High Club. According to the arrest complaint, James Finister was on a flight that departed from Louisville on January 9th. He allegedly was drunk and asked two flight attendants if they wanted to join the Mile High Club. Finister asked the lead flight attendant if she wanted to join the Mile High Club. According to the all right, What the Florida? It's my favorite.
I don't really see nothing wrong with it. It's not like you force yourself. You ask.
Well, hold on. There's more. So,
okay.
So Finister was originally assigned to seat 18D, but never sat in that seat. At the time of this interaction with the lead flight attendant, Finister was reassigned to 22A, which is a window seat. While asking the second flight attendant, he pulled her into his seat. She freed herself from his grip and reported him to her supervisor. In addition to the Mile High Club question, the complaint claims Finister also asked this flight attendant several questions about the cockpit, including how to enter.
Hey, yo, he's funny, man.
So during the flight, he also laid on the floor in front of his seat and was moved again due to his disruptive and intimidating behavior. The flight attendants had to stop service and pick him up off the floor. The flight landed at Orlando International, and he admitted to the police that he had taken shots before the flight to calm himself before his first flight. So allegedly, this is his first time flying. Also, he told him that he did ask the flight attendants if they wanted to join the Mile High Club. He was arrested for interfering with the flight crew.
Bruh.
So I just want to know what's wrong with wanting him to fly a mile in the air.
I'm just saying, number one, bro. The point of this, the moral of the whole story is, don't fly Spirit.
That's not a bad moral of the story.
I'm just saying, like, yo, they're gonna arrest you if you ask if you want to join the Mile High Club.
Hey,
and charge you, it's crazy. Charge you for air and water.
I was just about to say, everything on Spirit costs extra. So,
bro, it cost him $75 to change his seat that they wanted to move him to.
Hey, I wouldn't ask them for anything when I get on the Spirit flight. I just gonna sit there and hold my thumbs, like.
Bro, you better hold your breath, or else you're gonna end up with a debit charge at the end.
You can't get a cup of water. You can't get nothing.
Nothing.
Bro.
It's quiet for you.
You need a barf bag. They ain't giving you. They ain't giving that.
That's $10, B. And if you throw up, it's an extra service fee of $50.
It's a cleaning fee.
It's a cleaning fee.
Hey, but real talk. They told me you got to pay $100 to check your bags.
You do
at the gate.
At the gate. If you said you ain't got a bag and we deem it's a bag, it's 100 bangs right here, chick. Yeah. It's 50 at the counter downstairs.
Yeah, real talk. You should have been checked that. You knew you had that big bag,
bro. You should have flew Delta,
bro.
America something, bro. I don't know. United.
There you go.
Alaska.
There you go.
Fly Bahamas here.
And not a story that we covering, but JetBlue and Spirit have been trying to join together, to merge together, and it's been blocked, and they're trying to block the block. So one day we may end up in a world where Spirit and JetBlue,
I don't want that,
are the same.
I hope not. I pray that never happens. JetBlue's not a bad airline. They're decent.
JetBlue is okay, but
JetBlue's a decent airline.
I don't want them to be Spiritized.
No.
What Is Alaska better, or should we avoid Alaska? I never flew
Oh,
Alaska.
Alaska's way better. Alaska's way better.
Okay.
Alaska's way better.
Okay.
Okay, so put it like this. Alaska is like 2 levels above AirTran. Remember AirTran?
AirTran was fire. Remember them?
AirTran was fire when you was in the A. Oh
Hey.
God, they had the student flights. We was living on AirTran.
And them student flights was like $39 standby, baby. Show your ID.
Baby. We was living.
Yeah, man.
But definitely Alaska's like 2 levels above AirTran. Alaska's above JetBlue to me. Alaska is not a bad airline. That's a nice airline. I ain't gonna lie. So
I think it's more of a West Coast airline.
it is. I mean, they first off, number
yeah.
one, they fly to Seattle. They specialize in the Northwest. That's the point. You can get cheap flights, you know what I'm saying, dash in here to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? And I don't you know, it's not like I go to Seattle that much, but like when I go up top, you know, go to Seattle, hey, Alaska got all the flights. It's cool.
Hey,
not bad.
Alaska, you need to pay us. We ain't talking about you no more for free.
Word.
But yeah, man. So
pay for the appropriation of that indigenous man you got on the wing in the back.
Oh man. So I'm curious to know which story y'all were the most interested in. We want to talk about that more next week. We're definitely gonna be providing updates for if anything happens in the Young Thug trial. It's not something that we can take for granted, because they might show up on Monday and be like, oh man,
yeah, we ain't doing this no more. We done for the week.
Yeah, the heat not working. We closed.
We out of here, Chief.
Yeah,
I ain't got no sandwiches downstairs. We can't do this.
Yeah,
we can't convene.
but we went through a lot though. I guess for those who missed it, we'll go through real quick, man. So let's do it. We had Ice Spice, who's getting sued for copyright infringement. Her song sounded like another rapper's. We got the MJ Live. They're trying to keep the MJ estate from blocking them from being able to travel and do this terrible show all over the world.
Fight on, Tito. Fight on.
Oh man. And not only that, they're trying to say that they actually feel like they have a trademark that's being infringed on by the family, because their show is they said their show hold on, man. They said their show is so known to the public that they feel like they're more popular than actual Michael Jackson. So I mean,
no.
so we got that. We'll keep watching.
Yeah, they wild.
Cardi B still on Tasha K neck. I just realized it's two women with a first name and an initial. Cardi B and the Barty gang on Tasha K neck.
Oh man.
Force her to disclose her income and where her money is. They think she's got money stored overseas. Jenny May says she wants a redo on her prenup. Saying she didn't have time to go through it, and she thinks that Jeezy may be also hiding some of his assets based on his financial disclosures.
The hero.
Zeddy Will is having 5 babies, or having babies with 5 women, and they had a joint baby shower. And you know, Nick Cannon wished him well, so we're just following this story. We're putting a pin here because we know there's going to be at least one of these baby mamas that's going to file a child support case
for sure
that we're going to need to cover.
It's going to be the one right in the middle behind him.
Yeah, and next time we might do a story. Who the hell is Zeddy Will anyway? Because we don't even know. We don't even know who
got to do
is.
We need all the investigative journalists to help us out. Find some on Z-Dub.
Yeah, these three men, this diverse group of criminals, stole over $300,000 worth of avocados from their job and were arrested out in the LA area. DeMarcus Robinson, Los Angeles Rams receiver, was robbed at a Los Angeles area hotel for $150,000 worth of jewelry, and he's filed a suit against the hotel. Spread love, it's the BK way. He said this iconic
shower curtains on deck.
Yeah, this iconic image right here of Biggie. You may have a shower curtain or a coffee mug or some other type of memorabilia that displays this image. Biggie's estate worked out a deal with actually the estate of the photographer, because the photographer also died 2 years ago, and they ruled that the photographer can no longer sell merchandise of these iconic images of Biggie from when the World Trade Center was still up, the Twin Towers you see in the back. You know, he had the line on Juicy, blowing up like the World Trade, and they worked that out. This young man was shot in the back by the police. While it appeared that he had a gun on his person, not necessarily, not evident, not really clear that he was brandishing it, but he got shot in the back while running from the police. He's filed a $50 million lawsuit. This Karen right here somehow got arrested in her driveway for resisting arrest after speeding, and ended up going to jail where she's gonna get booked with other criminals. And
the other criminals there.
And this Mexican on Mexican crime out in L.A. This homeless man was beat by this police officer severely, and the officers faced charges. And then you already know we went through Young Thug. They ain't have no trial. Melly, they're trying to keep out some evidence based on inaccurate things on a documentary that hurt his position that he was not even present when the crime took place. YFN Lucci took a plea deal, so now he will not be facing murder anymore. He was charged for some gang terror act violation. He got 10 years plus time served. He's already been in there for 3 years, and he's probably gonna get time and a half or something like that. So he'll probably end up getting out much sooner. Also, not on the graphic, but Keefe D is finally lawyered up with a private lawyer as opposed to the public defender that he was assigned. And we talked about Lucci, we talked about Keefe. This is the motion for limitations of recordings. We talked about the prosecution doesn't want the recordings to be able to be
video taken out
in the courtroom. And Trontavious Stephens is the only witness that testified this week about LeBron James doing the slime thing. and the slime thing doesn't mean anything gang related. It means that your weed is real loud.
There you go. Don't he look like a youth pastor?
Yeah. And then YNW Melly, what do you look like right here?
A fool.
You look like somebody auntie or somebody right there.
He definitely do.
And then Spirit Airlines, we just went through that story, and we also talked about the despicable Vince McMahon. So that's what we got this week. Let us know what you want next week. If you don't, we will come with the best stories. If you feel in the content, share it, subscribe, send a comment. If you have anything that you need help with, any type of case, any legal questions whatsoever, send us a DM, Instagram, Threads, Twitter.
Just reach out.
Yeah,
email, Telegram.
At Dope Black Lawyer. And that's all we got for y'all this week, man. But we really, really appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Definitely.
So we'll see you on the replay
next week.